Hi, everybody. Welcome to our 40-minute yoga session. Tonight, I designed it to give us a little bit more leg concentration, so the quads, the glutes, and the hips. So a little bit of love to our legs yoga. So you're going to get your start by lying on your back. One yoga block might be handy, entirely up to you whether you're going to use it tonight or not. So we're going to start by lying on our back, rolling back. Now let's bring our arms up overhead into a diamond shape, just to start for a second. Walk your feet a little wider than your mat and let your knees fall into each other. Then let your body soften. Take a few breaths here to settle onto your mat. Know that the next 40 minutes is just for you, by you. Stay connected to your inhales and your exhales. Take one giant breath, and as you take that breath, take your legs long, take your arms long, give yourself a giant stretch. Biggest stretch you've taken today. Then exhale, let everything soften, let ankles roll away, feet roll away. Make the arms come to cactus, maybe they go back to that triangle. Do one big stretch, 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 stretch. And this time bring your knees into your chest, hug your underneath your thighs. Roll your upper body up, bring your nose to your knees and your knees to your nose. Soften through your shoulders. And roll back down, let everything soften. We're going to drop the left foot down. You're going to take the right foot, hug it into your chest. So create some space in your abdomen. Bring that. Feel the breath rise. So soften through the knee. Hug it back in. Soften and hug. Now flex that foot, your right foot. Press the leg far away, all the way out, straight out, straight out, straight out. Bring the knee back in. Give a hug. Squeeze it in. Now we're going to press. We're going to come up about 10 inches, so we're going to get 30 degrees. Press through your heel. Like we're going to climb a little ladder here for the hamstrings. Bring that knee back in. Give it a hug. Press through the heel. Leg straightens, goes a little higher. Bring that in. Give it a nice hug. And press that heel straight up towards the ceiling. Point your toes towards your forehead. Your hamstrings are super tight. Take a small bend into that knee. And soften your foot, soften your knee. And we're going to take that knee and cross it over our left knee, so it's knee to knee. Bring your arms out into a T position with the palms up. Take a nice big inhale. Drop both knees to the left. Nice and slow. If it feels good, take your gaze to look over the right. Enjoy a nice few deep breaths here. Nice little spinal twist. Next inhale, we'll bring ourselves back up to center. You're going to cup with your right hand, cup your right kneecap. Take the left leg long. Give yourself some space. Now take that knee and make big, big circles all the way around. So up towards your chest, across your body, push it away, all the way to the right. Opening up our hips. So do 2 or 3 one way, 2 or 3 the other. But we want to go nice and slow and let our body feel that massage we're giving. And we're going to hug that knee back in, bend that left leg again, bring the foot back around. And just leave that there. We're going to reach up the inside of our right leg and reach to the outside sole of the foot. So you're coming into a half happy baby. And then use the strength of your arms and drive that knee, pull the knee down, pull the quad down towards your armpit, towards your shoulder. So really targeting our quad muscles here. We'll slowly let go of that. Bring both feet to the ground. Walk feet wider than your mat. Bring your arms to cactus arms. And let's just windshield wiper nice and slow. So drop both knees to one way. Lift it back up. Nice and slow. Drop it to the other side. Do each side one more time. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. To the side. Okay, back up in the center. Walk our feet back in line with our hips. Hug that left leg. Nice big hug. And then let it just fall away. So let it loosen. Hug it in. And loosen. Drive that leg straight up. Press through the heel. It's just a couple of inches off the ground. Bring it back in. Give it a nice big hug. Take the time to hug it in. Drive through the heel a little further up. Bring it back in. Big, big hug. Hug it. Higher up. Press that heel. Get 90, 80, 90 degrees. Bring it back up. Last one, drive that heel straight up to the ceiling. Point your toes towards your forehead. And breathe. We're going to soften the foot, soften that knee, take that knee, cross it over. So left knee over the right. Once again, we'll bring our arms out into a big T. Wiggle those shoulder blades into the ground. Take a nice big inhale. And on your exhale, drop the knees to the right. Take your gaze to the left. Let everything soften, let everything go down. Breath. Back up to center. And cross your legs. Drive the right leg nice and long. Just let it sit nice and gently on the ground. Tap your hand with your left knee and make those nice big circles. So again, you want to go wide out. Push it away. Right across your body. Into your chest. And giving lots of love back to those hips. So do 2 or 3 one way. Move the other way. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. And then we'll have both knees back into your chest. And we're gonna clap our hands again on both tops of the knees. And this time we're gonna do independent circles. So bring the knees away from one another. So you're making two big circles. Out and in. Do three. Go in the other direction. And around. And bring the knees towards the chest. We're going to reach both hands up to grab the soles of our feet. Bring the feet away from one another. Come into the full expression of happy baby. So feet are, you're going to drive your leg, drive your hands, using your hands, drive those knees down towards the ground. So, now while you're here, if your hands can actually reach the top soles of your feet. If they can't, you can grab the back of your ankles, back of your calves. But if they can reach, if you're grabbing your feet, I want you to use your thumb to give yourself a little bit of a toe stretch. So bring your thumb towards your big toe and press it away. Then move to your second toe. So you're just pressing at the base of your toe and your foot and pressing those toes away. Give them a little bit of a stretch. And then we'll work our way back. So pinky toe, middle toe, all the way back to your big toe. Drop your feet down to the ground, keeping your knees bent. Roll over, keeping your knees bent. You're just going to roll over onto your side so you can use your bicep as a pillow. So your knees are going to be stacked. Then you're going to take your top foot, top leg, reach it all the way back. And then with your bottom leg, can you bring it behind and can you grab it with your upper hand? So you may have to come up onto your elbow. So top leg's nice and long, back leg is giving a nice bend into that quad. Just take a few breaths here. Cat pulling its tail. You're going to let go of the back leg if you're holding it, and then just let that knee fall back into where it is, and then both knees join. So you're going to keep the knees at a 90-degree joint to joint. Both arms are going to come in front of your body, and they're going to long, and you're going to stack your hands together. Drop your head down to the ground. Make sure you've got some room to move. So keeping your legs right where they are, you're going to take your upper hand and draw a big half circle all the way up, all the way around till it's fully wide, till you're in that T position, and then drag your fingers up, way, way, way up, to close it back up. Do that one more time. So reach long, make that big rainbow above you. Close it up. And then bring your hand and we're going to roll ourselves back onto our back, but we're going to roll right over to the other side. So I'm going to just flip myself so you can see it. So the other side, knees stacked. Take that top leg nice and long. Bring that back leg with the knee bent. See if you can reach behind to pull on that quad to give it a nice little stretch. So a nice stretch for the upper leg. Nice stretch for that quad. We'll hang out here for a few breaths. If you're able to reach the back, grab your foot, we'll let that go. We'll bring the knees back in line at 90 degrees. Both arms come in front of our body. Head comes down to the ground. Palms touching. And we're going to go for that big half circle on this side. So drag the fingertips nice and slow up and around. Into that T position. Hold the T. And then close it up. And all the way. Nice and slow. Really flossing our shoulders here. Get back up. And then we're going to roll back onto our back. And if you do have a block, grab it before you get too unwound back down to the ground. All right, bring your knees in your chest, give yourself a little hug. Walk in. You're going to drop the feet down to the ground with the knees bent. You're going to bring the arms up overhead, lift yourself up into a bridge. Take a nice big breath here. Exhale. Bring the glutes down. Arms back down. Grab your block. Inhale, press into your bridge. And bring your block to sit right under your glutes, right under your sacrum. Keeping your arms nice and long down the side, bending the knees. Slowly bring the legs up to the stomach. So, legs up the wall. Nice, beautiful pose that we can hang out here for a long, long time. We're going to hang out. We can hang out here for the next few poses that I'm going to walk us through. If you don't like them, this is your go-to. Legs up the wall. All right, you're going to hold under the block, and you're going to remove the block, and you're going to bring your hands underneath to come into a shoulder stand. So you're going to tuck your hands in the lower back. Press up to the sky with your legs. Come up onto your shoulders. And you're going to continue to breathe. Now you can stay right here into shoulder stand. Or you drop the legs slowly behind you. Push the hips back into a flower. Back up. And drop again. Maybe the toes reach the ground behind you. Back up. One more time, drop it down. Hang out here. Just for a breath. Push yourself back up to shoulder stand. Drop one leg down. Drop the other. Roll yourself nice, softly back onto your block. And bring your feet to the ground so you're into a supported bridge. Hang out here. Nice deep breath. And press into your feet. Remove the block. And as you start to drop your glutes back down, let the knees fall away from one another and bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your arms out into cactus arms. So a little lying butterfly. So let's flap our wings nice and gently, just a couple pulses, and then let them drop. And pulse again, a couple pulses, and let them drop. One more time. Pulse, 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 and then flatten settle. Then bring your hands down by your legs. Slowly use your fingertips to guide those knees up towards the sky. Bring your feet together, knees together. Bring your arms out to a T. And then just drop your knees side to side, little side, windshield wiper, side to side. And just drop them over to one side completely so that we can roll ourselves up into a table position. Table position, you have your knees stacked under your hips and your wrists stacked underneath your shoulders. And let's just take the tops of the feet, give them a little pop, get some blood flowing to them. And let that settle. Take your gaze to look over to your left toes. Back to center. Take your gaze to look over to your right toes. Back up into center. We're going to curl our toes and we're going to push ourselves into a downward facing dog. So take that tailbone all the way up to the sky. If you like here, go for a little walk. So bend one knee at a time. Feel that connection to the back of your legs, back of your calves. And then we'll meet back in center. Take the chest towards the thighs. You're going to drive your right leg straight up into the air. Then you're going to put a big bend into that knee. And then you're going to plank forward. Bring the knee to your nose, nose to your knee. Take the leg straight back up to the sky. We're going to do that again. So plank forward, knee to the nose. One more time, lift that leg nice and high. Now put a big bend in the knee. You're going to bring it forward and you're going to bring that knee to land behind. So my left knee is coming behind my left arm and my right heel is coming in front of my head. I'm going to heel toe my toes, my long leg back. And you come down onto your forearms, or you can bend your elbows and cradle your face into your head into your hands, sorry, and hang out here into a nice pigeon pose. Nice stretch. Now, if this is not in your forte, or you're one that doesn't like pigeon, feel free to flip over and do a figure four. Same thing, it's an upside down pigeon. And breathe. If your face is in your hands, we're going to let go of that. Bring your hands, walk your hands back up to your body. You're going to drop down onto your glute and bring that front leg into a 90-degree position and your back leg into a 90-degree position. So you are 1990. So straight across the front, straight across the bottom. For a little twist, so you're going to twist towards the front knee. Nice soft twist. And then I twist out of that, and take that leg nice and long, and come back into the tabletop position. So stack those knees, stack those hands, and flat those feet. Take our gaze over to the left, so you can see your toes. Come to center. Take your gaze over the right. Have a look at those cute little toes. Back to center. Curl your toes, press yourself up into a down dog. So spread your fingers wide, wide, wide. Like starfish, go for that little walk. But go slow enough that your muscles can feel the stretch, can feel the connection. Chest towards your thighs. Tailbone towards the sky. Hold the down dog for a couple breaths. You're going to drive your right leg straight up into the air. Press your chest towards your thumb. Put a big bend into that knee. Start to hinge forward into a plank. Nose to the knee between the hands. Kick it back up. Hinge forward. Bring it through. All the way back up. This time, big bend. We're going to bring the left and right knee to the right elbow onto the floor. Big bend the knee. Uncurl the toes of that back leg. Slide that back leg down your mat. And then hinge forward. So whether you want to bring, again, onto your forearms, if you want to stack your arms on top of each other and bring your head right down to the ground, or cradle your face in your hands, whatever feels good for you. More breaths. Wherever your hands are, lift our head, lift our hands, walk your hands towards your body, drop down onto that right glute. Slide that leg up so it's at 90 degrees. Back leg comes at 90 degrees. Straight through your torso, and then you're going to twist over that front knee. And you're breathing while you're twisting. Back to center. You're going to bend those knees so you can back up into that tabletop position. One more time, flap those feet. Flap, 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 flap. Let's take our gaze to look at our left toes. Little neck stretch. Gaze to look at your right toes. Back to center. Press yourself. Curl those toes. Press yourself back up into a downward facing dog. You want to go for one more walk? Feel free. And I want you to walk your hands to your feet. So keep the tailbone nice and tall. Slowly walk your hands to your feet into a forward fold. So bring your nose towards your knees. Shake your head no. Now we're going to lift up our feet and we're going to slide our hands underneath. So lift up your left foot, slide your hand underneath. So you're going to press the top of your foot onto the palm of your hand. And then lift the right foot. So the toes are kind of near your wrists. You're gonna press into your ground. Straighten the legs, drop the head down the ground. Big stretch for the back line. Stretch for those wrists. Breathe. Press a little harder into your hands, into your feet. Straighten those legs. Then soften the knees. Lift the hands up one at a time. Come on out. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. And then come to a half lift or a flat back. So in a half lift or flat back, your hands can be down either by your calves or onto your thighs with your elbows tucked in. Exhale and fold. Inhale, bring your arms up to the side, swan dive all the way up. Arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. Take a nice big inhale all the way up. We're going to reverse swan dive. So lead with the hips, bring the arms out to the side. Bring the nose to the knees. Half lift, flat back. Exhale and roll. Now roll yourself up, nice and slow. Drag your hands up against your legs, up against your knees, your thighs. Very last thing to come is the shoulder and then the head. Roll those shoulders a couple of times. And stand nice and tall, top of your back. In a mountain pose. Arms by your side. Wiggle your toes. Feel the connection that you're nice and grounded on the ground. All right, I want you to bring your left heel to the inside of your right foot. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring your hands to your heart center and breathe. Take one more big breath here. And feel free to stay right there or bring the leg up to the inner calf, inner side of the leg, nowhere near your knee. Oops. Opening up through the hips. Bring the arms to cactus. And breathe. So climbing tree here, bouncing is good for us. Find a nice strong focal point. Not me because I'm wiggling and wobbling. You can stay right here or bring that the foot up to the inner thigh. Then you want to press the thigh against the foot and the foot against the thigh. And then we'll move our arms all the way up. Maybe turn your palms towards your face, towards your body. Maybe you'll sway. Maybe you'll fall. Maybe don't look at me. One more big breath. And we'll come up into that relaxation. I hope I didn't make you fall because I was wiggling and wobbling through that. Okay, other side. So let's just find that nice strong stillness. Pick up your toes, wiggle your feet, and then become grounded. You're grounded, grounded, grounded. And let's take that right foot now. Bring the heel just to the inside of your foot, up onto the toes, opening up through the hip. Hands to your heart center. Nice strong tree, nice and grounded. You can stay there and bring your foot up just a little higher again. Avoid the knee. Bring the arms to cactus arms. Trees move and sway, and that's all right. And then you feel again, feel free to stay there or take your tree up one more level to the upper thigh. And got slippery pants on tonight. And arms up. Maybe the thumbs come in. Maybe your branches move. One more big breath. And bring it over that. Kick those legs. Give those legs a little kick. You might stand at the top of your mat. Take a nice big inhale all the way up. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale to a half lift or flat back. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back into a plank. Press yourself into a downward facing dog. Drop down onto your knees. Uncurl your toes. Walk your hands towards your body. Drop over to one side. Kick your feet in front. Walk with your glutes to the center of your mat, to the end of your mat. And we'll bend both knees. Grab underneath your knees. Lift those feet off the ground. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Roll yourself up. Bring your knees in your chest. Give yourself a hug. Oh, yeah. And drop the feet to the ground, but wider than your mat. So keep the knees bent. Feet locked. Arms come out into a T. And let's drop the knees to the right. And to the left. One more little windshield washer side to side. If there's anything right now that your body wants to do or feels like it's needed, how about it? Go for it. Otherwise, bring those knees back in line. We'll take the right leg nice and long. Bring the heel to the outside corner of your mat. Bring the left leg nice and long. Arms down by your side, palms up. Maybe drop your head side to side with the back of your head, a little massage. Wiggle into those shoulders. Find some stillness. We'll have a few moments of nice, quiet shavasana, corpse pose. Trust I'll bring you back in a couple minutes. Stay with your breathing. Continue to sink and melt and let go. True surrender. As I've said before, you are in your own home. Feel free to stay exactly where you are. I can end soon. Otherwise, bring some small movements back to your fingers and your toes. some circles with your wrists and your ankles. Reach over top, give yourself that nice big stretch that we started with. Roll yourself over to one side. Your bicep as a little pillow for a second. Slowly push yourself up to sitting, whatever's comfortable for you. Let's reach our arms all the way up to the side. Join your fingers, join your palms, and join your thumbs. Take a nice big exhale. Bring your thumbs down to your heart center. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for letting me into your homes, letting me into your hearts, and sharing your time and energy with me. Namaste. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's